he would drop weapons to the rest of the team and buy less for himself. Even here right now, actually, Max, the only one without armor. I believe he dropped a P250 to Thomas. And
I think he dropped 2 P250s.
Yeah, 2 P250s.
And a flash.
Yeah, so he's
That's
been doing
very
a lot.
selfless.
Yeah, he's very selfless. And he's always usually the lurk as well. He tends to lurk a lot for his team. And he does well, actually. He frags a lot for his team as well. So he's just kind of like the triple threat there. As it looks like Pheonix is going to be going on the end. Actually, they have the bomb all the way back in A. As Fasher does pick up Crucial. So the fake not really working out. The rest of them are rotating back to A here. Doc takes down Mighty Max. And now the gig's clear. They know that they're coming A. As... Ooh, what's going on here? 3 people already going down here for Defusekids. All down to Fasher by himself. And looking like he's gonna be coming as he's trying to flag out Surreal, but he doesn't get him either. That was kinda awkward there, is he Surreal wasn't even looking towards him. So already a first round here for Pheonix. And actually, that one, I'm sort of surprised there. It didn't look like he was going to be there around there. I mean, well, they lost one person inner and then lost one person as they rotated back to A. So,
well, the problem was there. They had to stack on the B bomb site for the CT pistol. They had 3 towards B. So when the fake came out, they already had to send the numbers back towards Z. And at that point, Pheonix were already out. So getting to that choke point in Z was very difficult for the Defusekids. They were unable to do it. They are going to invest into this round 3 Deagles and 2 Scouts, so we'll see if they're going to be able to break in here. 4 rifles, no dear. Thomas has shot his teammate. A little lack of communication there. We'll see if it comes back to hurt him, but Crucial is going to be first to make contact. Mighty Max burns, relax away. This looks like this should be good, but oh, as I said, that Doc chimes in with 1, and Doc is a very good player. And oh, Fasher, how's he done that? 2 with the USP. He might be able to get a 3rd with the Scout, and he does. All of a sudden, this round is turned on his head. The Defusekids, how have you done this? It's surreal to try to pick up the piece. And a 1v3. How has that happened? It's just surreal with the rifle. Wow.
It might actually, he's going to hear him actually as he's running back. Well, this is a kind of an awkward round, really. I mean, it was set for them to win. Fasher gets another one as well. That was an excellent round there from Fasher. I mean, he managed to get those 2 with the USP, picks up a Scout and uses that to his advantage. I don't know if he had that Scout to begin with or he picked it up. I believe he picked it up. So, that was already, well, a lot really going here for Defusekids. I mean, this is their map pick. They did win the 9th round, so they chose the CT side. So a lot really going for Defusekids so far, and it looked like an awkward first round, but they made a comeback in the end with those Scouts and pistols really. And Pheonix now forced on another force buy, as I believe Pheonix used to force buy a lot as well in previous games. And when it came to whenever they lost the pistol round or whenever they lost the force buy round. So, of course, Pheonix looking to make as many rounds as possible on their T side. I bet it could be a bit hard for them, though, considering... Well, they do have a few submachine guns they're going up against them, that Scout. The armor is going to help them here. Of course, the Scout, unless you hit the headshot, can't really one-shot kill that Scout from long range, or even from close range.
Yeah,
but already getting chipped down. What do you say, sorry?
I said not with the armor, of course. If they have armor with the Scout, not going to be able to take him down.
Exactly.
One hit, but here we go. A quick play out towards A. And frags are coming into favor of the CT side of the Defusekids. Relax gets 3. Doc will take down Crucial to close it out. So, pistols from Pheonix not really able to work out there. And should be a full save here coming out for the UK squad.
Exactly. They have, since they lost the force spy, they're going to be on a full eco. Defusekids surviving with 3 players, so not too much damage for them. They'll still be happy enough surviving with 3. So they have a chance now to try to grow their economy coming into this round. It's going to be hopefully not so scary for them, considering there aren't a lot of Deagles on Pheonix's side. There is a few P250s, and it looks like they'll be going on the inner push. Bit of wall banging coming here from Guido. Seeing if he can get them through the wall. It only hits Thomas down to 91, so just 9 HP. Not too worried. Pays back in kind to Vin, who goes down to 85. But we'll see, still early. Vin with that MP9 can do a lot of damage here, and if they just do decide to go on the inner side, I mean, that's perfect for that submachine gun, right? There's not a single point of armor here for Pheonix. But it does look like they're deciding to push on the pop side instead. Actually, they don't seem to have decided yet, really. What are you saying?
Yeah, I think they're just playing out the round. Just seeing if they can catch out anyone from the Defusekids overextending, but I don't think it's going to happen. Defusekids playing it right so far. No utility out there on Pheonix, so it's going to be very difficult to even get a bomb plant, really. With time dwindling, options are starting to run out. It looks like they're just going to split towards A, but Relax has a good angle to spot this out towards T-Con, and the game might be up as Defusekids know exactly what's coming, and might be a little bit of a farm fest here towards Green Train. Crucial is going to be able to get one. Players are getting dinked, so a chance maybe for a bomb plant. I don't know. I don't think so. Thomas is going to be able to get one. Thomas get a second. That could be a lot of damage. Oh, another dink. And that's not going to be enough. Takes 100 to kill. And 3-1. But good damage done by Pheonix.
Yeah, well, the important part there is, I think it was Guido was down to about 20 HP, give or take. So he decided to kind of hide so his teammate from Con can help him out. And or from Z, I should say. And that was actually very important, because if he goes down there, then that would be a lot of damage against the M4 players. So a bit of damage, not too much, but still quite a bit. Fasher down low, and Rylex is not the happiest of campers at the moment either. It looks like they're just going to drop down Pop. Robin tries to go for the quick push, but I didn't see any utility usage there. So it looked like an easy kill there for Fasher.
Oh,
and interesting smoke.
Yeah, did he mean to do that?
I think he did. I think he did, but like
I've never seen that. I wonder where that landed. It had to land like on like the ladder itself, as Doc gets 3 with the AUG. How does that happen towards T-Con? That was very interesting towards the ladder, and that was just going to be crucial, having to figure this one out all by himself. And Doc's going to be able to get that. Guido going to finish it off, and these kids looking good on their map pick so far. And Pheonix back on the pistols.
Surviving with 4 players, so their money definitely starting to stack up now to these kids. But most interesting thing about that smoke actually is that although it blocks the vision from the T's trying to go down that pop, most importantly he can see everything below that smoke. So say if someone tries to sneak down, he's gonna see those 2 pairs of legs just, you know, slowly sneaking down that ladder, so he can easily take him out. And of course the T's would not be able to see a thing. So very important. I mean, a lot of times people just tend to throw that smoke, and the T's might try to sneak down that smoke and maybe use a pop flash to just push on him. But looking like they're gonna go inside here. Vin all alone gets taken down. The other players trying to rotate now for Con, as Robin tries to push forward, gets taken down by Fasher. Now down to a 4 versus 3. They're quite low HP. One more gets taken down. Crucial has no armor to speak of, while Thomas has the armor but does not have the weapon. See what Crucial can do while looking over. That smoke is taken down by Fasher. All down to Thomas. 1 versus 4. Now where does he go? He's trying to sneak around. They don't spot him just yet. He gives away his position though. He does take 1. Immediately taken down by Fasher, who was peeking from above. And that's another round here for these kids. So 5-1. Surviving with 3 players. And look at now the money here from these kids. I mean, Guido up to 10k, and Vin almost similar as well. So, I mean, a good start here for Defusekids on their CT side.
Indeed it is. Money is looking good. So not a bad time at all to have a lot of money CT side train, especially when you're trying to run away with things. It seems like CT sided train can be very streaky at times. You see a lot of teams often run up the score lines. We see a lot of lopsided scores. I feel like train is becoming like what we used to see with Nuke back in the day, before it was, you know, remade and whatnot, we often saw those, 11-4s and those 12-3 CT sides. And those those T sides where, you got 3 rounds on, T side Nick, you were almost satisfied. You almost felt like it was enough if you got a good CT side, especially if you could pick up that pistol. It almost feels like Train is becoming that, CT sides are becoming very strong. But I mean,
like Train's always been kind of CT. I mean, even 1.6 in those days, still very CT side. Valve has really been trying to kind of change the meta, but you can't really change the meta on Train that much. I mean, they try doing different things while trying to keep the overall sense of the map, but yeah, there hasn't really changed. I mean, you can see the bomb sites have changed positions a lot, if you remember back in those days. The bomb sites were more behind.
I mean, you look at it from a playing perspective, just not a lot of opportunities for the T's to take much control. Not a lot of chances for them to get openings without, them going out into the open, exposing themselves. So it's very, very difficult from a playing perspective on the T side.
Oh,
imagine, oh dear, well, that's an opening. That's not supposed to happen.
I mean, he had the smoke. He had that
Yeah.
lovely smoke of his. He didn't spot him though. That was very weird. That was a bit of a mistake there. And 4 versus 3, this could be. I mean, this could be a T round, by the way. Yeah, it could be a T round here. Guido could have actually tried to push to get that bomb, but there is one person waiting from team main, and Surreal goes down as well. So 3 people going down very fast here, just down to Crucial, which is a very good offer, but Doc faster on the trigger that takes him down. And yeah, this looked like it could have been around here for Pheonix.
It was very awkward. They were playing. You got a player in the ladder. You had doubled up ladder. You had a player just walk down. Very rarely do you walk down the ladder and not get punished if there's a player in the ladder. You'll almost never see that.
Especially that with that smoke. He had that smoke, where you see the legs, but like he was hiding behind the wall, so he did not see.
Well, yeah, I think he was playing anti-flash, preparing just in case they were to flash down and take ladder. So wasn't really expecting someone to walk out, but here we go, quick play out towards A for Pheonix, and Thomas is gonna chime in, and Surreal as well. Doc is gonna be able to bring one back, but this is looking real good if you're Pheonix, as they finally pick up a round. It looked like the Defusekids was starting to pull away, but the UK lads of Pheonix, they get back on the board with a gun round.
Exactly. I feel sort of awkward calling them the UK lads, considering there's only 3 of them, but it is still majority. I guess you can still call it the British team, as they do have the flag. But I don't know. It feels to me like at least they do win the round, and they have the op that they saved from the previous round, everything. But Defusekids still pretty comfortable here. So if they go down this round, they might be forced on another save, which is going to make it even worse for them. And Doc trading out against Mighty Max. So 4 versus 4. And how are they going to play this? They're not actually watching for that position from Thomas. Doc goes down. One of the heaviest hitters here for Defusekids, as both of the heaviest hitters are actually down. So 1 versus 3 now. Guido, he gets taken now, and 3rd round here for Pheonix. So Defusekids, I'm just looking at their economy, looking like they might just stick with pistols here.
Yeah, Pheonix were keeping them honest, in those last couple rounds, making sure not everyone's staying alive. So like we were saying with the CT economy, as quickly it can build up, it can fall down very quickly as well. Very, very expensive to invest, everything you need to around with the fuse kits, the armor, weapons, utility. I mean, a full buy is what, about 5.5k if you get everything you need?
CTs are expensive.
Yeah, 5.5k. It's very, very expensive. T-side, it often seems like you can get away with, having less money. You only have like 4k on T-side. You can get like a smoke, an AK, make something happen in the round. But
especially you have the minimum.
Harder to get away with.
You have the minimum loss bonus, and they didn't save a single weapon. Another thing to know.
Yeah. And it looks like this is going to be another round for Pheonix, as dealing with the pistols with relative ease. As I say that, players are starting to fall, and oh dear, that's not good. But Robin is going to catch out, relax. It looked like a bit of chaos there for a second, but Order has been restored on the B bomb site, and it does look like Pheonix is going to be able to pick this one up. They do lose a couple players, and their money's not looking spectacular just yet. They're going to have a couple of rebuys. Still going to be on, the edge if they were to lose next round. I think this game pretty competitive so far, as we expect.
It looked like a landslide first, didn't it? But definitely making a comeback here, Pheonix. And what's crucial as well, as I don't mean the pun, but like crucial himself is saving that op for multiple rounds. So still stacking that money, not having to rebuy that op, especially when you have a few players going down. That's quite important to them. But Defusekids, like we mentioned earlier, as I sort of interrupted you by accident, was that Defusekids have not been saving a single one of those weapons on those rounds that they've lost. So they've been forced on the eco faster than normal. I mean, once you start seeing, the problem is every round you can't really fault them for it because they've been inside the site and fighting in those rounds. I think Defusekids only survived with that 2 people or something in those rounds as well. So it was worth for them to go for those fights. It's just they didn't manage to win the round and they lost all their weapons. Just forced on an eco multiple times. That said, Vin is now calling out to his team that he is alone and they're already on the B side as one person. Surreal tries to lurk behind. Does not manage to get anything. Guido over that smoke gets 2. Can't get the 3rd. Mighty Max is really low HP, but that flash pushes Guido back. So Mighty Max able to move in here, gets that up. Since he is low HP, could work out for them. Thomas helping his teammate as Mighty Max does miss that op shot. Guido though is holding a really good position here. Can't catch out Thomas, he does. So Mighty Max is not planting the bomb at the moment. He seems a bit paranoid of where they could be. Might be going to the A side.
Go towards A, eh?
Yeah, so the really good rotate here.
This is interesting. He could win this 1v2. He has an op, and he needs to isolate these 1v1s. Yeah, now the Defusekids are starting to realize what's going on here. This is going to be an A side attack, and if they go through Z and he gets this timing right, he's not looking towards Z as of now. I think the Defusekids are playing this right. They're playing off each other, making sure that if anyone goes down, it can be instantly traded. And well, that's not traded. Mighty Max gets 1. And it's all of a sudden a 1v1, but plenty of time left to defuse. You thought for a second, maybe. But that's good on Pheonix. Once again, keeping it honest. 4 go down for the Defusekids in this buy. It was already shoddy in the last. Not going to look that good this round, but.
No. It's going to be a full buy versus some submachine guns as well for Defusekids.
At least 1, 2 MP9s. I mean, that's Ven. You saw Ven on the B bomb site. I mean, anchoring B on train is very difficult. You add the fact that you only have an MP9.
Both rounds.
That is, that's not good looks. Not good looks at all. I can tell you that from experience. It's very difficult.
Well, it's good close range, but he's been holding long range positions. It's not like he's been holding pop, for example. A bit awkward there, getting off that molly. So, yeah, if he was holding close. That was a nice intuitive reaction there from Surreal, knowing that he could be coming to his right. Shoots him while completely flashed. But yeah, one of the issues with Mighty Max there in that round, that clutch 1v2, I kind of disagreed about his plant position because he had to force himself very close in order to try to defend that bomb. He could have tried planting maybe towards team main or at least further in where he can hold it from hell. But no, he was planting right on top of the train, so he had to push in very deep to actually get something done there. And Doc takes out Robin, so 4 versus 5 already, but looks like they're just going on the inner side. As look at where that MP9 is, not the best position to have one, but looking like they might try to go for a boost. What, sorry?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. This is, well, the bomb has finally made it in. It feels like the Pheonix kind of took their time there.
Oh, nice nade.
That's nade and a half right there.
Oh, he doesn't see him
walking through each other. This is chaos. He knows where Surreal is. Well, definitely knows now. He will go down. That was a head scratcher there. All sorts of stuff is going on. And it's very confusing there near Z. What was going on? Players walking through smokes, walking next to each other.
Well, they managed to kill the bomb planter, but it was after he already planted the bomb, so it didn't. They didn't manage to kind of cause a bit of chaos there in terms of the bomb plant. So they kind of snuck by each other in the smoke, but Thomas actually with his flick managed to catch him out before he really punished him anymore. Now it's just down to an eco, so looking like it's gonna be a simple, easy round here. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a clean sweep, but there is one pushing against two, so he might go down, Robin. But he does smartly take the right side. I say that, but no, he's just gonna go down. So now the real test of time is if they're gonna save that weapon, which is highly unlikely. They know where he is. Well, looked like they knew where he was, but decided against it. So still anybody's game here. I mean, Pheonix has been doing quite well on their T side so far. They've gotten 6 rounds. I think they can be happy with that, even if they lose the last 2. But of course, they'd be more and more comfortable the more rounds they get on their T side. Defusekids definitely starting to feel the pressure. Especially this is their map pick and everything. And we talked about whether something CT side or T side, right? But like, teams have gotten a lot smarter over the years. So there's a lot of things you can do on T side now that you could have done back then, but it wasn't really created yet. You know what I mean? So
it's all about what we talked about before with innovations. All what we talked. It's all about innovating and trying new things. I like this op matchup, Doc and Crucial, 2 very good oppers, and Surreal gonna be able to take down 1 towards A. Looks like they want to double back towards this B bomb site now. Doc gonna swing in towards Surreal, but now it's gonna be an A-sided attack as Surreal has opened it up all by himself, and that nade is gonna be able to kill 1, but that's not the planner, and will have to be a save coming in. Well, no, Thomas is gonna make sure that does not happen, and 7-all we go. We expected a close game, and whoa.
Yeah, it is close, but you have to consider the sides. I mean, you have to consider the map. It's not one of those maps where you should be close on either side. I mean, it's one of those maps you'd think that you get as many CT rounds as you can before you switch to the T side. So this is definitely looking better for Pheonix than it does for Defusekids. And now with this last round of the half, they have such a shoddy buy. Vin does manage to get 1. Robin looking the wrong way. Look at this, Rylex gets 3 lethal. What was that? I did not expect him to do that at all. It's just as I was saying 2 seconds before that happened. I was expecting them to lose this, but Rylex. Okay, that was very, very weird. I mean, they needed that. Don't get me wrong, they did need that, but is it a bit too late? Yeah.
Too little, too late, perhaps, maybe. But that's nice. That's a good way to end the half. You know, a little spectacle right there. A little heroics towards Ivy getting a 3K. We'll definitely take that. Relax. That was very nice. 3 headshots in quick succession. I didn't think he was going to be able to get out with any. I mean, at least 1. There are 3 stacked up towards Ivy, just ready to swing, and somehow he makes the best out of that situation. But
yeah, Robin was holding anti-flash position, kind of like looking away. Didn't expect Robin to just come flying in without a flash and just immediately shooting him in the back of the head. But that said, now it's going to be the pistol round here on the second half on Defusekids map pick. And this is the test of time here, the test of Brawn as they come into the second half. How are they going to fare on their pistol round? This is going to be probably their most important pistol round, especially considering it's train, and especially considering it's 8-7. If they want like a good margin for error on their T side, they keep this pistol round. Fasher does get 1, and Thomas down to 11 HP. Already a good start here, but they're not looking to the left. Unfortunately, Mighty Max only managed to get 1, but Thomas 11 HP can get caught out. 2 versus 4, and looking like a again. I just jinx it every time. Every time I said looks like a done round, they just prove me wrong here. Pheonix.
How's that happened? The bomb is down. Both CTs are here, and this is a 1v2. This is not good at all. Wow.
2 players. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What's that? Hold on.
that's a bit sloppy from the Defusekids, honestly.
Was that 2 versus 4?
Yeah, that's a 2v4. I mean, tripled up towards Ivy for Pheonix early. They handled it with relative ease, make it a 2-on-4. I want to know why the bomb committed towards inner. I mean, you got the 3 kills towards Ivy. Just come back towards outer. Bring the bomb. Be a little bit more careful. That's going to be a round the Defusekids are going to look back at it. That's a round they have. But just trying to be a little bit too pretty there, going towards inner after you get 3 kills towards Ivy. Will definitely be one they want back, but quick play towards B shouldn't really be much to talk about here. Then is going to be able to get 1. Oh dear, 2 kills come in actually. That will be it. So a couple guns will fall, and 9-8. But I expect the Defusekids to have, you know, a pretty decent T side. Is their map pick? I expect them to come up with, you know, something, a game plan here. Something to go off of. I want to see what they do on this first gun round. That's always the most important, what you pull out for the first gun round. So we'll see if they want to go for a default or a quick play towards one of the sites. But let's see how they want to play. I'll out on Crucial as well.
Yeah, good damage with what they call Glocks. It's one of the memes people say that. But like, it was an eco round, so not really much to go by. Defusekids not trying to force, but good anti-flash there from Radix. I think that Thomas. Doc takes out one as well, so good T round here so far from Defusekids, as this is going to be their first round, so they need it as much as they can. Crucial pushes through the smoke, manages to take down Radix. So 4 versus 3, still ahead by his round, but definitely an advantage here coming for Defusekids. I mean, they have the 4 players they can choose. They can split Pheonix up across the map as they decide where to go. It's gonna be definitely the main advantage as they push whatever side they decide to go with. Looking like they're gonna go on the inner side. That was Surreal.
Quick flank.
Yeah, Surreal is what's he gonna be able to do here. Gets 1, gets 2. Gets taken down though by Fasher. So 2 versus 2. As looking like they will be able to plant the bomb. Interesting plan here, Fasher deciding to hold against that smoke. Aware that Op can kill him anyway. He does not spot the butt there of I think it was Doc. So that might actually come to punish him. I think he's looking back towards him now, as Fasher trying to hold that position. He might get shot right in the back. They're not aware of his position. Doc 1 versus 2. They're aware Doc's the position now. Doc gets Crucial. Does he get the last? He does not. Robin gets 1 more, and that was the round that the Defusekids should have won. It was their round to lose really, and unfortunately for them, does not manage to make it through. And 10-8.
Not sure how I feel about that swing there at the end by Doc. Full commit there, in towards ramp. He had the bomb to play with as well. That's a bit questionable there by Doc. Rising superstar in the scene. Expect a little bit more out of him in that situation. We'll see if that comes back to bite them in the end, but definitely that's another round that the Defusekids had in the bag and just unable to complete it in the end. So down to a little bit of a lower buy. We'll see if they can inflict damage. Oh dear, Mighty Max is blind, and Mighty Max has fallen down. Thomas is restoring order towards Ivy with a couple of kills, Crucial as well, and it will just be Doc. And a 1v4 should be going down momentarily, and he does. So 11 rounds. Pheonix is starting to widen the gap a bit here on Trey. It is the Defusekids map pick, and Pheonix is looking good here on the CT side.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's gonna be their map. I mean, still, the Defusekids still can win this round, or maybe even try to win the half, but it's gonna be very hard for them. And the Defusekids, worth noting, they're the team that have the better odds. They're the team that most people seem to be voting for. Even in chat earlier, everyone was talking about the Defusekids, and Pheonix was kind of like shrugged off, if anything. Defusekids definitely seem to be working better as a unit than Defusekids has been. Defusekids had a lot of individual prowess, but not really going well for them, as already 1 down here. Alex 3 down, sorry, 2
Yeah.
down now, so 3 versus 5. As Doc tries to make something happen, the FPL player, and does not manage to get shot down there. Crucial gets another one down to 2 versus 4, and looking like another round here for Pheonix. And if they lose this round, I mean, the margin for error here, greatness. I mean, it's gonna be tough for them to really get anything done. I mean, they can win a few rounds here and there, but how many rounds does Pheonix have? I mean, they can just lose a few, get an eco, and then just buy again and continue the streak. As they survive here with 4 players, so look at the economy here for Pheonix as well.
Yeah, this is, I don't know if you agree, but this T side overall by Defusekids has looked a bit lackluster in my, for a map that they've picked. They looked like they've come unprepared almost. I haven't really seen much out of them on the gun rounds, especially in that round. It just looked like they're just peeking one by one. Didn't look like they had much of a game plan. Just trying to find an opener, just unable to do so. Perhaps we're relying too much on the individual skill in that round, but we'll see. You're right. Margin for error is slimming as Pheonix picks up another round. And I mean, it's going to be pistols in this round. I mean, T-side could force. You got a couple players. Relax and, only low players is Doc, but he can force up a Galil. So we could see guns in this round. Just depends how the Defusekids want to play it. I believe we have a pause coming in.
Yeah.
And I mean, is a pause, a little attack pause by the Defusekids.
Some people, of course, were talking chat about why Doc decided to push on that 1v1. I mean, the issue is that he can't see what we see, so
yeah, I think he's just trying to catch him off guard.
The fact is he just killed his teammate, so that he would be looking at him. But his main issue there is that since the gunfire was kind of masking the noise, he doesn't know if the last player is defusing, which is why he was looking at the bomb when he originally peeked out. So yeah, that's the issue with information that he does not have. It's so easy to kind of diffuse through the gunfire and not be able to hear it yourself. So he just wanted to get information before getting a bit overzealous. He peeked out a bit too wide, and he got shot down by Robin. So you can't really fault him for that.
It's easy for us to sit here and say, "Oh, he shouldn't have peeked," yada yada yada. But in hindsight, it is 2020. Every 1v1 is such a different and unique situation. It's just hard to have a way you should be playing in, and Dasher is actually going to open up in Crucial there to trade with the op. As we'll see if he can get anything else. Players starting to cross over. The T side, they haven't really taken any control of B, and that's so important when planning the bomb on B, having that proper control, because the retake just makes it so much simpler for the CT side, as Pheonix is displaying to us right here. And the fuse is already coming in. So 13 rounds for Pheonix. And Crucial was the crucial man right there. Getting a couple kills on the retake after the first man fell. And yeah, the Defusekids, this could be one of their last gun rounds in this map. They don't pick it up. And double ops as well. Surreal and Crucial wielding the big green guns.
Yeah, well, it's as good a round as any here for Defusekids. They have all the utility, they have everything they need. They have the off as well on Doc. So if they're gonna win a round, it's gonna have to be now, as looking like they are considering the idea of going towards the A. They throw those nades, and they are stacked all the way around this A site with 2 people possibly dropping down pop. And see if they decide to push in here. I mean, still a minute and a half they can decide against if they wish. But looking like they're just trying to clear all the positions and pushing out to pop back. Guido gets 1, so good round so far. Crucial managed to get 1 in return, and a second one going down, already falling apart here. Fasher gets 2 versus 2. So where are they going to decide to go here? The bomb plant is going to go taken down now. Doc all by himself, 1 versus 2 with an op, and he needs to plant that bomb. Yeah. So where is he gonna decide to go here? He's kind of paranoid about the idea that they might be pushing from behind them. Probably not going to be expecting a player here at Hell, as he does get shot right in the side. 14th round here for Pheonix. a decent amount of damage, but they don't really care about the damage at this point,
Yeah,
as they have
damage
lots
is
of money.
just. I mean,
Minimal.
damage is a minute point at this stage of the game. You need your rounds. You need to start winning rounds, otherwise Pheonix is going to win this map. Looks like that's the direction they're headed in. It's going to be another gun round for the Defusekids. That's their saving grace right now. But
The loss bonus.
they're gonna, yeah. But I mean, the loss, like we're saying, the loss bonus might not matter if they don't start to string something together right here, right now. So early nades being thrown over towards A. Fasher lining up a flash to flash his teammate across the reel. Holding with that off towards lower. Oh, he's gonna re-peek here. Thought about it, but she's gonna fall off of it. Doubling up towards B right now. Thomas is there to assist the reel. Mighty Mac's gonna toss a nade over. Do some limited damage, but just the default here for the T side of the Defusekids. Not looking to give up anything away for free, and feels like we haven't seen enough of this out of them. This default style. I would have liked to seen this earlier. Trying to feel out how Pheonix is playing. Haven't really been able to see it, but just under a minute now. Bomb is grouped up towards Ivy. There's nothing going on towards Ivy for the side of Pheonix. They're playing up towards that A bomb site, up towards the ladder. As Robin's jig peeking at Robin will be spotted out and taken down. So, man advantage for Defuse.
Does get a dink at least. That's some damage to go by. But here's the issue now. They're kind of flying around to A. There's only 2 people in here. And this position from Ali can do so much damage against them. 2 people going down already. What's going on here? The camera's not showing any of the damage going on. As all going down to Guido as 1 versus 4. Looking like a 15th round. And not much you could really say. Good try. He doesn't. He really wants to get that one player. He's not reacting at all to Thomas there. As he gets taken down 15 to 8. Defusekids doesn't even have enough money to really fully buy here. Probably gonna be quite a few of Galil's or an ump apparently. I mean, some players are still going for the umps these days. I mean, no matter how much the Galil has been kind of buffed, I guess you could say. I mean, I wouldn't call it overpowered or anything, but it has been buffed up a little bit.
I think it's just viable would be the proper word now. It's a little bit more viable than before, and
exactly. Ooh.
This is looking good. If you're a fan of Pheonix, a couple of kills early. They do get 1 back for the Defusekids, but this is going to be a bomb plant on the B bomb site. So it's now or never, and Surreal is taking down Doc, relaxing Guido at a 1v or 2v4 to try to save the map. And they're starting to encroach in their positions, and it's just Guido enters upper. He's got an AK, got a Molotov, but plenty of smokes. And this is, I hate to say it, I think this was over. I think this is it. This is definitely going to do it. Yep. Mighty Max will secure the kill, and that's going to do it. Pheonix, a flawless CT side on Defusekids map pick on Train, and they take it 16-8. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, first I'd like to apologize for people complaining about the observing. When it gets to the final rounds, the Go TV stops trying.